Hi, my name's Mandy and welcome back to my craft room. So today is a crafty roundup where I'll be sharing with you the projects I've been working on in the past 2 weeks. So to make things simpler, because not everyone enjoys the same crafts, I have timestamps down below. So if you open up the description box, you will see timings, and I've popped which craft I'll be talking about at specific times. So if you want to, you can just click on that particular timing and it'll take you straight through to what you want to watch, because not everyone cross stitches, not everyone knits. Now what I have done is put an introduction in, so for those of you who know me, you can skip to the first timing, which will be the mini project. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I like to quilt, cross stitch, knit, crochet, mostly crafts that involve fibres and threads. You can catch up with me on Ravelry. My name on there is Pickety Stitch. I'm also on Instagram. My name on there is What Mandy Made Next. Okay, I think that's it so far. So let's start with what I get up to on a Monday, and that's a mini project. So let me show you what I've made. So this is a door hanger. So you may recall, for those of you who watch me, you may recall that I joined a club, a subscription to Liberty Bell, and it was called Sweet and Simple Through the Year. So this was a kit what was sent out to you on a monthly basis for 12 months. So each month when you receive your kit, it'll pertain to that particular month. Okay, so this was the September one. The designer is Buttermilk Basin, Stacey at Buttermilk Basin, and yeah, I love these, I really do. So this is an acorn. You get everything in the kit. You get all, you know, your pattern and your fabrics and buttons and ribbon. The only thing you don't get is the thread, the floss. So yeah, I love this. I really enjoyed stitching it. Now I did make a little boo-boo as usual. So across here is a fly stitch and it's on top of this pot, and I thought that's where the pattern was telling me to put it. I don't know why I thought that, I don't know. I just think I got carried away with the stitching and then just stitched across here. And actually that stitching should be across here at the bottom. So what I've done is I've kept the stitching on the pot and I've just popped some little leaf, well, the buttons, but they're in a leaf style, as you can see. Is that a right word? Leaf style? Well, let's just say the buttons are leaves. Okay, and they're quite glittery, which I know doesn't go with the primitive look as such, but I just thought they were really pretty. So this is the back. So you do, you know, you have fabric on the back as well. And I decided to pick up the design. Instead of using a black floss, I've used like a grey blue, like an Air Force coloured floss there, just to pick up the stitching really. And then I used a bronze one here, a blanket stitch was done in the bronze. So yeah. So you can hang these on your doors, and just gives them a, you know, pretties them up, or you can hang them on your drawers, wooden of course. But I hang mine on a drawer I've got downstairs, it's in my lounge, and yeah, I think it looks, you know, just zhuzhes it up a bit. So there we go, that's my first mini project made. Okay. So before we start with what I've been working on, I just thought I'd mention the cross stitch I'm keeping in this beautiful folder. I love this, really do. Love anything retro or vintage looking. Now it's about this pattern. So I haven't done any work on this particular cross stitch, but I just wanted to talk about the pattern. So it was called Life is Sweet and it was designed by Susan Bates. Now I sent off to eBay. I saw this first on eBay and thought, oh, that looks really pretty. So I ordered it, and when it came, as you know, someone had just been ripping pages out of a magazine. Now this says the world of cross stitching on it, whereas I thought I'd seen it later on in the Ultimate Cross Stitch magazine via my Readly app. And Rachel, you're a star, thank you Rachel, she actually had a look on Readly and said yes, it is on there, the pattern is. I think she said it was volume 8 from 2016. Thank you Rachel for sourcing that for us. I thought I was, I'd seen it, in the Ultimate Cross Stitch magazine, but I couldn't find it, but now I have, so thank you so much. Right, what have I been working on? It's my sunflower farm. So this is what it looked like before. So this is the Sunflowers Farm. It's by Quilting and I'm working this on a 28 count DMC light mocha linen. Now last time I spoke to you I was working on the house, so this is now complete. There we go, and I've also finished the border. Now I think I did mention in my last vlog that I wanted to finish. Now here there's a trestle, it's like a table, isn't there, a trestle, and it's got all the pots of honey on this table, and I wanted to finish that little bit of cross stitch off as well, and this border. So that was my goal, to finish the house and then work on this bit. But I made about 3 mistakes when I was trying to cross stitch this. Don't know whether it was tiredness or I don't know what it was. And sometimes, you just have to say, well, that's enough. It's not working today. So I had to put the project up. But yeah, I'll be back working on that in a couple of weeks. So that's my sunflowers farm. Okay. So on Wednesday, I like to work with wool, as you know. I'm just putting them projects up. I like to work with wool, and I'm working on the Nirmilintu shawl, and this is designed by Heidi Alander. Now what I forgot to mention to you is this is a free pattern. So if you join, or if you're on Ravelry or join it, you can access this pattern free. So if you just search on Ravelry for the Nirmilintu shawl by Heidi Alander, you should get it, and it's a free download. So this is how far I've got now. I think it's quite substantial. I'm holding this wool here double because it's a very fine lace weight wool. This is from Coastal Colours. I'll bring it a bit closer, you can see. You can't see the stellina very well. And this one was, let me just, it's better, I've locked it. And this one was a wool I purchased whilst on holiday. Okay. So I never know how to wear these. I know Andrea Mowry always shows you, but yeah, I think you sort of wear that to the side. Now there's quite long now, and I have knit an extra 2 panels on this, so I should have finished here, but I knit this and knit the lace panel as well. So I don't know whether to knit another panel, another couple of panels, and then cast off with the picot edge lace pattern. I don't know yet. I might cast off tonight, I don't know. I just don't want it to be too small. I want it to be quite substantial. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It should be garter stitch, but I've knit it stocking because I couldn't see very well when it came to knitting the garter. So let me pop that back over there. Also been working on my granddaughter's crochet cardigan. So yeah, quite a few squares now crocheted up. So it's a simple little pattern. I'm just using scraps of wool. So it's just a round in the middle of double crochet, and then we've got a contrasting yarn there. But all the third rounds are crocheted in a lovely turquoise yarn by Robin. So it's all acrylic yarns, but like I say, got quite a few squares crocheted up, so I am going to now crochet these together. So I'm winging it, to be honest. I'm using a schematic for a 5-year-old's cardigan, so I'm using the schematic of that to, you know, sort of work out my measurements. Okay. Right, Thursday. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, you know, I am crocheting my eldest daughter a cardigan. Well, right, that has gone by the wayside a bit. So what happened is, when I crocheted the sleeve, because I like things to be tapered sleeves, and you can't really taper with crochet. Knitting, you can shape more. So what happened is I'd crocheted 4 squares across for the top, and then I'd added 3 squares and then a triangular gusset sort of to bring it in, and yeah, it just poked out and it looked horrendous. I mean, I know Ophelia talks, she pops a gusset into her sleeves, but I think I'd sewn the triangle gusset to the front instead of the back. But anyhow, it didn't look right. So we have decided just to go for the usual rectangle for sleeves. Now, when it come to unpicking where I'd stitched the squares together, that was just a no-go. Couldn't see a thing because it's black wool. And yeah, I've had to really rip all the black wool out. So I'm having to take the squares apart, but I'm managing to save the 3 rounds, and I'm just recrocheting back up the black round. Okay, so yeah. I've more or less got the back finished, and I'll get the fronts done tonight. I'm working a bit on it each night, you know, every night, and hopefully next week I'll have something more substantial to show you. But saying that, Bella Coco has just come out with a new vlog showing you a tutorial for right-handed and left-handed crocheters or hookers, how to crochet a granny square cardigan. It looks fabulous, so I'm going to have another closer look at that as well when it comes to crocheting the sleeves and doing the ribbing. Okay, So yeah, it won't be long, it won't be long. Right, Thursday is my WIPGO day, and that's when I like to work on a WIPGO project. So I'm going to flash the board up in front of you, and you'll see that the same project got called twice for September. Right, I'm just having a quick, whoever put it, oh dear, it's here. Right, so this is the pattern. It's called Chocolate, is it Chocolate or Coffee? Yeah, by Erica Michaels. And there's only 2 coloured flossies to use in this. It's like a dark brown and a lighter brown. I've already finished the 2 pillows. Well, I haven't fashioned them into pillows yet, but I've finished the cross stitch. And I'm near enough finished this strawberry, and then I'm hoping next week to work on this one. So I'm keeping it in the frame. Yeah, this is the way it goes, because I've only got 1 motif to stitch on this. So you see these motifs here? Well, I've only got to stitch that there, and that's that strawberry stitched. Okay, so yeah, I'm quite pleased with the progress. Now last week, I think it was last week, I don't know where I am with my days, it was last week, was the WIPGO weekend. So if you want to, the second week of the month, you can have a WIPGO weekend. So that's when you work on any WIPGO project on your board. So I think it's yes, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's your WIPGO weekend. So I thought, right, I know what I want to work on. I want to work on my cliffside beacon, which is from the gold collection by Dimensions, but it's the petite one. So this is my cliffside beacon, and I think last time I spoke to you I'd got this far, and now I am this far. So yeah, I'm so happy with how this is turning out. I really am. Yeah. And what you're doing is to get this beautiful colour here, these colours, as you're using blends. So you're only doing half a cross stitch, but you might have 3 different colours, 2 different colours, or 1 strand of thread to get these different dimensions. But the clouds are a full cross stitch, and you're using 3 threads for that. So that's why you're getting, you know, they stick out more. So yeah, I'm really happy how it's turning out. So I've only got this little bit to do, and I know I've got a few slots to finish this, but there is quite a bit of back stitching to do around here still. And then just going up here, there'll be some birds to back stitching as well. So there's still quite a bit of work required, but I think it looks like a picture, doesn't it? Love it, really do. Okay, so Friday I decided to save that day for dressmaking. So I wanted to make a dress, because I'm going on holiday soon, I've got no clothes wear. So this is the Christina dress, and it's from Minerva. The only alteration I've done to this is I've added on a couple of inches to the length. And yeah, I think it's worked out okay. I'm going to pop it on and show you. so this dress is super comfy. So I've come a little bit closer, you can see the neckline. Now I haven't followed the pattern's instruction for the neckline. What I did is a calculation where you measure around the neck, you then do a calculation 80% of that total, and then I add on the seam allowance, and that always works fine for me. So yeah, loving how the neck has fallen. Not my neck, but the neckline on the dress. And like I say, it's a princess seam. Now I couldn't iron this because every time, even on a low iron, even with cloth, steam, everything, I tried it on scrap and it was marking, so I haven't ironed the seams. What I've tried to do is finger press the seams. Okay. Now the pattern does suggest that you overlock the seams. You don't need to overlock. Stretchies don't fray. Okay. So yeah, I'm really happy. It is quite big on me. It's bigger than what I thought. I did go up a dress size, but it just feels really comfortable, and it skims, I think, over, you know, those bits you don't want on show. So yeah, I'll turn around and you can see it a bit more detail. Now what I like about this is not only is it flattering, it goes in slightly and then it flares out. Over the weekend I worked on my Beatrix Potter quilt. You know, I didn't get on with my English paper piecing. Oh, it's driving me mad. So I've, you know, come up with the alternative now. I'd watched Davina and she was using these lovely acrylic templates, so that's what I've been using, and I've just been sitting there at night and hand stitching them. Lovely. It's been so, yeah, it's just a lovely, lovely stick. Now I am going to work out, oh, I'm just looking now, there, got one here. So I've got this here now, oops, upside down. So what I've decided to do is I will fashion this into a hexagon and make that into a block. And then what I thought is I'll have these going round the outside, so this will be centre of a flower. But blow me, I'm having a peruse on the internet and I saw this. I thought, that's exactly the same sort of idea what I'm trying to achieve. And this is called Stitching with Beatrix Potter by Michelle Hill. Now, although she's got hers on the outside, my embroidery will be in the middle and then round the edge. But there are some templates in here, and I thought I perhaps at least make, I'll show you this. This is do you know, Mrs. Puddle Duck, isn't it? Is it Mrs. Puddle Duck? I think it is. Oh gosh, my memory. But anyway, I thought that one looked quite nice, so I thought I might stitch Mrs. Puddle Duck like that. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, I'm a lot happier, and what a great find on the internet, that book. Couldn't believe it. I've come across a new vlog, and it's Helen, and she's her channel is called Crafts at Fox Cottage. So I think it is anyway. I'm going to put what the title is there, and she's got a new vlog uploaded called Autumn Crafts. So it looks like there's quilting in there, some spinning, some wool work. It looks really interesting, and I had a quick flick on it, and I saw this lovely little mini quilt. So I'm going to sit back now, drink my coffee, and listen to Helen. So if you have a YouTube channel and you want to promote it, please put links in the comments, and we'll go and watch you. So that's it now. I hope you're going to have a great crafting week, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Okay, until then, bye.